together. We
Y'all
work
work?
together. We all the way live now.
Yeah, we all the way live. We all the way
All
live.
right, now,
Oh, we all the way live.
all the way on the
Well,
corner of North and
I can
Charles.
start it all over again. These two beautiful vessels here. One thing about community leaders, I tell you guys all the time, find the good in your hood.
Exactly.
Find the good in your hood. Whether you're a counselor, whether you're a mayor, work with the things that's already planted in the hood. So they're going to allow me, because I want to interview them too. Like, what is all this for? Breaking books? I got a book in me.
Yes.
But anyway,
You got a song too.
I got to bust out in the song.
Yeah, girl.
We going to bust it out?
Yeah, I hear you singing
Oh,
on live.
Lord. Break every chain. Break every chain. Yes. But listen, guys, we want to be able to outreach in unfamiliar places. And sometimes this is an area where homelessness is quite frequent,
Right, yeah.
We have this is a couple of hidden areas around here where our homeless people occupy the space. So, even as we're in this season of preparation for the winter, for us, which is a crucial time on these streets, meeting their needs, generators, food, hot chocolate, hot coffee. So we just excited to be able to talk about not only the upcoming event on October the 18th, but we just excited to get out here this season so people can be consciously aware that we need to talk about homelessness. We need to talk about what we see. We're not the Catholic Charity. We're not the United Way. We're children of God. And basically, until God give us that rain of fluctuation of the funds to end it, we need to bring exposure, awareness. We need to be able to talk about it in a healthy setting and be in the neighborhoods that are quite frequently of homelessness. So you ladies getting interviewed too, because as the book breakers, you have opened so many doors for other people. Talk about it. God be the glory.
God be the glory.
Come on, y'all. We ain't gonna have no shy conversations with me. Y'all gotta be ready to talk. See, you gotta let people know. When God give you a vessel, you gotta appreciate it. Because that's what I feel like. So I see y'all work. I know the good in the hood.
Yeah.
I know the good in my hood.
Good,
when I see y'all going places on the red carpet, exposing people, talk about it, somebody. I told them they ain't know what they was in for this morning.
Well, we like to give God glory because
give him the glory.
We started off on the Coyote Man Show Network. Where
shout out for Coyote Man. Where Coyote Man at? See, we gotta be tagging him too. When we put it out there, that's like God is catching the atmosphere. Coyote Man, other individuals that you feel. Say that name, say that name. Dr. Fletcher Lee. Say that name. Jalencia. Say that name, say that name. Jesus. See, when we learn to say that name, then we know that they understand that we're putting them in the atmosphere. We're asking God not only to enrich their lives, but enhance it, and for them not to forget.
All right.
Don't forget where you come from. Take care of those who are going to take care of you.
Yeah.
You shine the light, you shine the carpet on them.
Yeah.
You gave them a Barbie and a twinkler experience. Twinkling experience.
We can't forget Sandra Lucy.
Come on, Sandra Lucy. Whoever Sandra Lucy is, come on, this is a new improved today. I believe in us giving each other our flowers while we're here.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm serious. My name is Flowers for a reason. I love it when people, like it's been my birthday month. I done got it, and it's Thursday. So I was like, I want a birthday gift every day for the month of September. Right. And even up to yesterday, I got a beautiful jean set, a jean jacket. I done opened up about 17 gifts.
Okay.
Right
and Thursday is the birthday.
So do you have size 10?
Size 10?
Yeah, size 10.
Who the size 10 for you?
No, I wear size 11 like you.
Oh, well, you need some now. Oh, we need to find you
Look
something.
at that.
Yeah, we need to find you something now because it's about giving people their flowers while they're here.
Yeah.
And we know the journey of anything that we start up. It's a grassroots approach. We starting up out of pocket, penny pinching, take this and put this here, and we got to be able to acknowledge that to the point we ain't broke.
Oh no, we rich.
We ain't broke,
no,
we rich. We rich with the gifts and talents of God. We rich. So let's get this started. One of the things about you ladies, like I say, when we are consciously of people that are not only in our community doing good, you know, you two have come together. You know, I like that. I call them Chrissy Angels. My Miss Tony's, my Miss Gloria's, my Miss Renee.
Yeah.
You know, you got to find some like-minded people to come together with so that y'all can have the same agenda and push the same cause. So when I think about homelessness, I feel like our city has an obligation. See something, say something. You see someone homeless, say something. How you can help them, you don't always know. But they have a thing now where you can get on 211 and say, I see an encampment on North and Charles Street. Can y'all send outreach workers?
Yes.
Okay.
We have that power on the phone
Yeah.
when we driving around. But some of us don't utilize it because we drive blindly.
Yeah.
We don't want to see it. We don't want
Catch
to talk
that
about it.
211.
211, and you can let them know, I see a homeless encampment.
Yeah.
I see people residing homeless outside. Can I get the homeless services to send an outreach team out there? And that's really important because if we don't know what to do, we feel helpless. We feel like, oh, how can we help? I'm just driving. Pick up that cell phone, call 211, and let them know I see a homeless encampment on Charles and North Avenue. You know, can y'all send an outreach team?
Yes.
Because they equipped with an outreach team, you know. It might be during the day. I don't know how good it's gonna work at nighttime, y'all.
211.
Yes. Or wherever it is.
But I know during the day, it's an opportunity to connect with some of the services in Baltimore City. And the biggest part of this is, how do we connect? I'm probably about to get us a contact. What's going on
Oh,
around
yeah, I
here?
did. Yeah, I did.
You
Yeah.
know? Shoot, don't let me get dizzy. That's power. That's the most important. We on the corner of North Avenue. Don't
all
be
the way
ashamed.
live,
It's all the way live around here. It's all the way live. We gotta set this camera up. Wait a minute. Why am I not seeing Barbie? I thought this thing's supposed to move when we move. Barbie's over here too. What we got?
Flip it?
Yeah.
Flip it, flip too. Flip it. You might gotta flip something. Make it long ways.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a
When we
minute.
flip out, it don't do. Mine don't do
It
nothing.
might do not. Is it gonna flip it?
There you go.
There.
For real? Your device.
Yeah, sometimes.
You can't turn your phone
Yes,
while
you
live.
can. Yeah.
What is that? Because it's not an iPhone.
I guess so.
You know, they say
Get my
iPhones
stand
do
and put my
everything.
phone.
Yes, we got, hey, Cindy, good morning, preacher boy. Preacher man, we got to talk to you too, because we got to talk to our clergy community too.
Yes.
Our preachers,
Good
our
morning,
bishops,
how
our
are you?
pastors, good
Morning.
morning. So we just going to be out and about. God is holding the rain back, not to
Yeah.
pour on us,
Thank you,
so we
Jesus.
could be out here and get this message out the best way we can.
Miss Flowers.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of people wanted me to ask you this question.
Yes,
They
question
wanted
time.
to, yes, they wanted to know, why is it that most homeless people do not want to go to shelters?
Well, that's a great question. And I think it's something that individuals should ask themselves, especially when you hear people say that never been in a shelter environment. And some individuals, they get banded from the shelters. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Some people got banded. Some people got put out and they'll say they can't go back. But some people have had life-changing experiences in these shelters. You know, we have had experiences from rape.
Yeah.
We have had experiences from bullying. A shelter is just like a school. When you got bullying going on, when you got people trying to rob you,
Yeah.
when you do come in the shelter with bags, people more concerned, what's in them bags? Not realizing you walking around with your life belongings.
Yes.
And some people recognize that. And then they take that opportunity and exploit that. So people are vulnerable when they go in shelters with all their bags and all their personal belongings because there's no protection. You know, I used to always ask people, well, they say, Miss Flowers, somebody stole my bag. I say, where the cameras at?
Oh,
Did
so
they
that's
see the bag?
Yes.
Did they see who stole the bag? You know,
Put the camera on.
where's the camera? So again, that's a good question. And accountability.
Yeah.
My thing is with shelters, there need to be things in place before you get to that point you just want to put somebody out. You know, it should be some de-escalation methods. It should be some behavioral specialists in the place. And that's where, to me, where we again got to bring accountability because we got behavioral crisis. We got so many entities in our city that's designed to help our vulnerable, traumatic population, whether they're homeless, whatever they're dealing with. It's an agency for it, right?
Yeah, it is.
I talk about this all the time because you know up on Garrison, and we going up there too. You got a lot of homeless women prostituting, selling their body up and down Garrison. Somebody in Baltimore City has a passion. They got an organization that focus on women in prostitution. Where they at?
Yes.
Where they at?
They should be on the
They should be on
streets.
Garrison.
Yeah.
They should be on the
Everybody know Baltimore City is known for the population of Garrison to deal with women and prostitution.
I didn't know that until I worked one day. I was on the bus stop. Everybody kept waving at me.
Yeah,
And
bro.
that's why they were waving at me. I'm sorry. I was
Girl,
like,
I was
"Woo."
sitting at the stop sign. You were sitting at the stop sign, and sister knocked like, I'll be like, oh, no, baby, like, yes. And unless you're familiar with that area, you may not know what be going on up there.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of people, district leaders, council people of districts, they know areas in their district that they should be paying attention to. So if you got that organization out here that deals with prostitution and women, where they at?
You should be
You know, we got to be on the streets. We got to be on the scene where people are dealing with it the most at. So one thing I tell people in this journey of outreach and advocating over this years is my best thing was to show up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Show up.
Absolutely.
You know, and when you show up, God will do the rest. Show up. If God have a plan for you to be there, show up. You know, and that's something that we can constantly take to the understanding of why things is going on in our city. And also the resources and opportunities that should be out here for grassroots movements.
Yeah.
You guys are a grassroots movement.
Yeah.
You like Fox 45, WJZ. Ain't no WJZ at Fox 45 up on this corner. You see what I mean?
I know.
Like
Yeah.
y'all the ones that's going to go down under with us.
Yeah.
You know, if we go down, we all going down. But if you get to that level where you don't come back and show investment, and this is where we could talk about the investment of others. Like we have organizations in our city, they get funding,
Yeah.
they get resources, they get the opportunity to partner with grassroots, but that opportunity may not come if we're not in their favored list.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
sometimes they want to take the money and go to their friends. Sometimes they want to take the money and go to their family. But your family and your friends are not the one that's grassrooted in this city to make a difference. When people talk about homelessness, I said, okay, now you can either talk about homelessness, perpetrate homelessness, or be fake about it.
Yeah.
Some people can be fake about it because they got a lot of money behind it. Talk about it. Catholic Charities, United Way, Hard and Jeanette. These people got billions behind their name. But you ain't gonna see them up under a bridge. You ain't gonna see them on the corner of North and Charles, unless it's an event. Now, when people come out like this, it's a planned event. They got the cameras rolling.
Yeah.
We got our cameras rolling today.
Yeah, they rolling.
Yeah, they rolling. But are people paying attention? Are they focused on what we doing? Like we trying to be uncut with getting stuff in place. So, you know, you ladies are doing an amazing job. And I'm looking forward to the opportunities that God put in my spirit when I watch you. And there's other people I watch that I want to pull into.
Yeah.
And I tell people I may not have much, but I know the means that I do have. God say use it to build my kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, I can't run around and look for the biggest house, the best vehicle, you know, pouring money. That's why we got so much mismanagement and misappropriation in this city, because people utilize money to reallocate where they want to put it at. You know, if I want to put money over here, let me reallocate it and take it from here. But if you take it from here, you're taking it from the streets. You're taking it from the woods. You're taking it from where we got to go in and meet their needs where they at. So sometimes you got to go in them places.
Yes.
You know, when we go set up at Patapsco and Pootie, we going where they at.
Oh yeah.
You know? So, and that's things that we could constantly be able to do together. So you ladies got to let people know. I'm here to encourage y'all. We got to push the message forward because we got messages up in us. And
Well, you
people
wanna
need
know
to hear it.
something?
Yes, ma'am?
Well, me and Barbie, I know she can say something about this. Last time when we were with Miss Bazemore, Zalika
Yes,
Bazemore,
yes. Shout out to Zalika Bazemore.
we were going through some obstacles our own selves. So we're not here for
Yes.
perpetrating because we
Yes.
have been through some things ourselves.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
still waiting for rental assistance from 2 years ago. Never did receive
Lord
it.
God
Yeah.
Jesus, we're going to pray about
Did the
rental assistance
application.
over this city. So many people doing the application, putting it in, not hearing nothing.
Sorry,
The money
I called
gone. The money gone. Did you hear that yet?
Yeah, I did hear
The
that.
money's gone.
Yeah.
Sometimes the money's gone, baby, and you still waiting.
Yeah,
And
but
somebody
the money
gonna
was
tell you
there
the
at
money was
time.
there. You just didn't make the favor list.
That's it.
So what do I have to do to get the favor
Oh
list?
my Lord Jesus. Change the channel. Change the
Okay.
channel.
Oh, Barbie?
Change the channel.
Barbie, can you
Y'all
repeat?
see me up on the corner
Girl,
today?
I'm trying to turn this
These
thing
Okay.
on.
queens.
Barbie, can you
We
say
up
something
here.
about the veterans?
Oh yes,
No.
that's good because
Yeah.
our event is partnered with veterans. We are
Yes.
partnered with a veteran group.
Oh my God.
And the individual that helped us obtain the War Memorial Building on October the 18th is a veteran.
Wow.
Oh, really?
And veteran homelessness is another topic of conversation because when we talk about individuals that should be prioritized, we should think about our veterans. We should think about our mothers and children out here that are dealing and facing homelessness. And some of them don't want to come out because they're afraid of a wellness check or retaliation or somebody gonna call CPS on me if I call them and say I'm homeless. So you got so many systematic barriers that these individuals have to, and we just here to break it. I hope the I pray the book breaking club can break some of these stipulations and restrictions over our city when it comes to our homeless individuals accessing the services,
Yeah.
getting what they're entitled to. Like it's been millions poured in this city for outreach, for homelessness, and you know, I get to watch the mismanagement every day. I get to see misappropriation of funds and people not getting what they need to get off the streets. So we get to see it every day.
Yeah, but for me, in terms of veterans,
Veterans,
what
yes.
I see, or for me, when I needed help, they took my information at my DD 214.
Wow, you a
And
veteran?
yes, and
Thank you for your service. I did not know that,
yes,
Queen.
you're
Come
welcome.
on, I gotta find Miss Johnson
But
for
they
you.
did not help me. They took my information, and I believe, and I'm real talk.
Yeah.
See the
Real
truck?
talk.
All the way live,
Real talk.
uncut.
Real talk, y'all. We here on the
They
corner.
took my information.
We ain't gonna
and
make
I
believe up here.
They got the money. I
Wow.
got kicked out the door.
Wow.
That's what I got.
Wow.
Until I went to somewhere else.
Wow.
Project Place. Shout out to you.
Shout out to
Sugar.
Project Place. I
And
like Project Place.
Yes, I got a
Yeah.
place to stay. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Wow.
Thank you, Project
That sounds like a
Place.
perpetrating program.
Mm.
That first program didn't follow through. That
Yeah.
first program is one of our main problems when people need to access the services.
They fall through the
They
cracks.
need and they
Yes.
falling through the crack. A lot of people fall through the crack of services, but again, being the book breaking club, we gotta break.
Yeah.
We gotta break the chains on
Break
this
cycles.
We're
Break the
talking
cycles of
about
this.
it live.
Yes. Live on the corner. We are on the corner
North
of
and
North and
Charles.
Charles. Join us if you may. Ride by. We're gonna be waving.
That's
We
right.
got some signs out here. And we just trying to put it in the atmosphere that we have to come to our own rescue.
Yeah.
Ain't no white and shining armors. Ain't no here I come mighty dog
That's
to save
right.
the day.
Speak up.
You know,
Yeah.
it ain't some things that's gonna save the day. It's us utilizing our gifts,
Speak
our
up.
influence, our reputation over this city. And I feel like the reputation that God has given me, not man,
Yeah.
God has given me a reputation because man tried to destroy my reputation. Man tried to detain my reputation from being who I am today. You know, man tried to throw me in the paper. Man tried to throw me under the bus. So we can't look for man and what they do for our reputation. We got to trust God. And when God is on your reputation, you got it, baby. Don't hit the little one. You came out there.
You want to hear something funny, Miss Flowers?
Yes, ma'am.
See, the book breakers, I told you, we don't perpetrate. I still catch the bus. I don't drive yet, but I catch MTA
amen.
bus.
Amen, MTA.
And one day I was on the subway and I
Come
was
on.
just sitting there with my earphones, but I like, my music.
Put your music on.
And one of the guys, he said, "You need some shoes? Go down to Miss Christine Flowers. She gonna give you some."
My little influence work on the
Yeah.
bus.
Oh my
Am I on the bus? They told
They were talking about you on the bus. No, the subway.
Way Jesus, way Jesus. That's Jesus. That's God,
Right.
you know. But we are always against individuals that try to do other means to what we do. And I'm just grateful for YouTube because it's authentic. You know, it's original to put your time and energy to start building something like this book breaking podcast. Like you're going to be breaking so much more in this city. I'm telling you, like this opportunity that we're going into, we want to be breaking chains. Just like I told people, if we about unity, if we speak unity on these corners, we're talking about unity, then we got to break some of the feelings that we have for people.
Yeah.
We got to break the division in this city that we have for people. So since we always constantly asking God, give us the unity that we need in our city so that everyone can feel the effects of what we are doing. You know, because unity is hard when you got feelings, when you got emotions. Somebody hurt my feelings, somebody disappointed me, or I don't want to work with that person because they too loud. I don't want to work with that person.
Oh, we loud. We real loud.
Because they're a bully. Guess what? Ain't none of that got nothing to do with me if I'm about unity.
Yeah.
I'm about what you do in this city to unify those who can't get on WJZ, who can't get on the Fox. You are unifying people, what you guys are doing, and don't ever take that for granted. And that's the type of message that we constantly try to pour back into the grassroots community because we don't get it enough from where it range from. You know, we don't get it enough out of certain entities. Good morning. We don't get it enough to be able to just express to people. We down here with y'all, you know, and I tell people that all the time. We here.
And not only have the book breakers, we interview a lot of people, but even in like all of our lives, we can share with other audience what we have went through. For years, I have been going through mental illness. And I'm not afraid to show it or tell people what I've been through. Because my testimony might help them. It's real.
Your testimony can give somebody else that leverage to stay off the ledge. Your testimony might just be that message that keeps somebody from walking into oncoming traffic. We have to remember how God works, and sometimes God will work in an instant. You know? I told somebody this morning, I was sitting there, I was walking around the park, and yesterday, it's funny because I pulled the person's name out, and I said, I really need to reach out to him because I got 4 phones, and sometimes people will go in an inbox at one phone that I never go into. And he was one of them, and I was like, wow, I really got to reach out to this brother. Guess who was walking around the park this morning?
Is that Washington?
The same.
Oh, okay.
She said,
It's on the way.
don't look for it.
Guess what? This same brother that I pulled his information out to reach out to him sometime today, because people get mad at you when they feel like, well, I inboxed you, you know, I called, I left you a message, and that inbox ain't the inbox. I'm sorry, but he was walking around the park this morning.
Wow.
He said, Miss Flowers. I said, oh my gosh. I said, this is not a coincidence. I said, this is totally God for me to see you today. I just pulled your number. I wanted to call you sometime today. And he was at the park 6 o'clock this morning. And that ain't no coincidence. That's God. So one of the things we got to do is give people hope and faith. Like, let your faith and trust God that he will move on certain things expeditiously. Look how soon that was. I was going to reach out to him this evening sometime.
Now, what you would have stayed in the bed?
God said, no, I need you to see him this morning. God work with you like this. When you on God time, he be doing like this. Y'all think time fly when it's your birthday. Shout out to the Libras. Shout out to our Virgo Libra season. Shout out to Sister Renee. We had a great time celebrating with her last night. And again, man, this time right here for me is just about like really encouraging you guys as well. Y'all ain't even know this because I said we got to do this because I know how it feels to feel down, or I know how it feels when nobody is understanding my purpose.
Yeah.
Get over the people and let's go for the purpose.
Exactly.
Get over the people and let's go for the purpose. Can that be our word today?
Oh yeah.
Get over the people.
Over the people.
When people
Let's
come
go
to
for the
you
purpose.
gossiping,
Yeah.
let me tell y'all how to get rid of gossip. When people come to you, they want to gossip about somebody, they want to talk about somebody. Be like, but what is their purpose? Oh, is that the one that saved the baby out of the burning building?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one that, was rescuing somebody from the streets? Like, wow, the purpose seems meaningful. The purpose seems like something God would want to do to get our attention. But we can't put our attention on God because we too busy focusing on the people. We got to get out of that stage.
Yeah.
We got to get out of that stage. Or we're going to miss the understanding that God has called us to have. That's why when I come out and I call you sisters or my folks come out, I'm going to be doing the same thing they doing. I ain't no big T or no I. People like to say, oh, you the president. Okay, and
It's all the way live.
It's all the way live. Don't get in your way. Don't be acting up on this corner, girl. You come on over this corner too. Good morning.
You
What's going on with you?
You want to talk about it? All right.
She outside too. She come from one of the places. She come from downtown with the women. When we got the elderly women, she's actually one of the women that stay down in that alley. But she comes up a lot. So we gotta be mindful what we amongst. Like they all around us.
Oh, I did have to say this. Our church, well, one of the ladies that we know, she has her own women's group, and
Amen.
she had a
Bruce
event.
is good.
She had an event at my sister's place, and we
Wow.
were, me, Barbie, and a lot of women. We went down there to serve, and guess what? We had an awesome time.
Yes, we did.
The women, they just poured their hearts out to us. We poured their hearts out to them. We were crying and everything.
Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Shahab. I'm looking forward to meeting with you, my Pakistani crew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Pakistan.
Shout out to our Pakistani supporters for October the 18th. I don't know if you want to, Shahab, but put your initiative up there that's going to be supporting October the 18th. All supporters, all sponsors, we want to make sure that we get to highlight those who have been on this whole journey with us.
All right.
This has been a journey. Whether we was under that bridge, whether we was under that bridge, whether we was in this park, some folks that has been with us for this journey are the folks that we know God is going to use to fill up that building October the 18th.
Exactly.
We're going to fill the building.
So where did you start off at?
It's the relationships.
Yeah.
Oh.
And y'all have to remember our talk. Y'all remember when we talked about everybody don't have a relationship with us.
Right.
Everybody, wow.
Scared of that. Nothing to hold on to.
Everybody don't have a relationship with us. So what we got to build upon, what we got to grow on, and where I started at was my relationships.
Yeah.
I always did assisted living. I started doing assisted living housing in 2000. That's why when a lot of people be like, where'd she come from? I did my assisted livings in the city. I lived in Joppatown. I lived far away from the city because I didn't want to be in the city. I started, a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
I started my businesses in the city. I had up to 10 assisted livings all on Belvedere. My mother had assisted living, my sister had one, and we started this because we wanted to bring it into the community.
Yeah.
I worked in nursing homes, I worked in retirement places, and I saw something that I felt like we could do better at home. I said we can set up assisted livings. You know, shout out to assisted living individuals.
All right.
Shout
I
out.
want to, you know, and one thing I know, everybody got that heart that want to be compassionate and do it. Reach out, because that's something I want to go into, more consulting with people that has a desire to set up alternative housing. It's all about alternative housing. Alternative housing can be assisted living, transitional, supportive, therapeutic.
Yes.
Everybody deserves their opportunity to be housed in an environment to help them. So that's another conversation, because like now, and I said that this morning on my live, we can't just force everybody in that building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bipolar,
Ah.
schizoaffective,
Yes.
dual diagnosis,
Mhm.
behavioral problem. We can't just force them all in that building. We can't just make everybody go in and stay in, you know? So we got to get creative out here. So I want to help people to set up alternative housing. And I think that's real important that we bring it back to the community, because we have people that want to institutionalize individuals instead of really being able to work with them
Yeah.
with some of their issues.
Right.
I mean, we got a real issue in our city, but that's why we got to come out of the ground, sit in the caboose sometime, and really bring things to people's attention of how we want to do it.
Right.
And
Meet
then we
the need as
have
you
it-
feed.
Meet the need as we. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Meet the need where they at.
Because it's no good thing if I'm suffering, you can't feed me.
Yep.
Mhm.
And when you talk about beginning of this, you know, I started on Fallsway in Madison. Was my first homeless encampment right there in front of the jailhouse. If you Google the story, it's 2013, I-83 homeless.
Wow.
It was all in the paper. You know, I went on their camera. Remember, I ain't say me and Jesus went on their camera.
Okay, you said you went.
What happened when you went?
Yeah, so where was Jesus at?
Listen,
Oh my God.
and I always keep that humble, because a lot of us don't recognize when we operating without Christ.
Yes, that's true.
Yes,
We are so
exactly.
arrogant.
Oh yeah.
We are so bold in our sinful nature.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Bible say the acts of the sinful nature is obvious.
Mm.
So it was obvious when I went on that encampment. I went up there with me, my flesh, and
And
I.
I.
I was like, oh no, I got money in the bank. Let me go get 3 houses. I went and rented 3 houses, and I took everybody off of that encampment. It was about 13 people. And God had to get the glory, because even in my mess of operating arrogantly, boldly, He let me realize it was bigger than me.
Mhm.
See, I thought that was my first encampment. I'm like, what are these people doing out here? Oh, I do assisted living. I got 10 houses. Oh, I can do these people too.
Mhm.
You know, but I had to have a different mindset.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, they didn't have assisted living money.
Mm.
They didn't have the resources
Yeah.
to be a part of earned income,
Mhm.
because that's what we have operated off all of these years. Earned income.
Right.
No grants. You know, ain't nobody in Baltimore City gonna pull out anything and say,
Mhm.
we gave Belvedere Real Care Providers a grant. People talk about it, they make assumptions, they like to put things in the air,
Yes.
but it ain't, it's facts when you can Google
Yeah.
and go down to the records of nonprofits and figure out who get what. If people not educated enough, if you want to know who get
Exactly.
money, if you want to know what nonprofit organizations get money in this city, go to the nonprofit state building, okay? Find out so that you can learn. Go to the Board of Estimates on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we
Every
went to
other
one of those
Wednesday,
meetings.
You gotta look at the agenda. Get that agenda. Good morning, sister. Get that agenda off the Board of Estimates and see what organizations is funneling money, getting a lot of money
Yeah.
to operate in this city, whether it's through violent prevention, whether it's through homelessness. We gotta educate ourselves. And I thank God for the process, because I used to run up in the Board of Estimates every Wednesday. I ain't gotta do that now, because
All right.
the formula has what operated over our city for years. Our city has operated mismanagement, corruption in the schoolhouse, misappropriation of money. It ain't a person in this city going to say that we don't have a track record or history for years, mismanagement, misappropriation of the funds that should be used for the vulnerable adults and the people on these streets. So we got to be real.
Yes.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk, Baltimore. We got to be real. But even in the midst of our realness, don't be arrogant and prideful. We got to learn how to become blessed and be the peacemaker.
Yes.
I learned from that one day, my arrogant, because I'm thinking, oh, it's just this one encampment. Somebody said, you know, it's another encampment down the street. I said, down the street.
Were you ready for it?
Oh my God. I don't think so.
No, because I went on this encampment. I said, I can fix this encampment. I said, I can house this encampment. You know, pull the money out the bank, rented 3 houses. But then somebody was like, well, my friend lived down the street. So I was like, well, how many is it?
Reality hit.
Yeah.
Reality hit, baby. It was like, you got, in that time, somebody had to teach me, go to the Mayor's Office of Homeless Services website and learn about homeless encampments. Right? I said, okay. I learned it was about 40 of them. I was like, oh God.
And how many people in each one?
Yeah. You know
Baby,
the math?
I learned real quick. I said, God, I can't afford this. I feel like I did good up there for you, you know. And he was showing me it wasn't about me.
Yeah.
He said, no, if you're going to do this, I need to show you the real deal.
Exactly.
So I learned it was encampments behind Camden Yards. It was encampments behind Raven Stadium. It was encampments at Patassico and Pootie. It was encampments
By City Hall.
all around City Hall.
Yeah.
We had encampments Falls Way. We had
real.
encampments
It's
everywhere.
real.
So then I was like, okay. I started realizing what's a pocket encampment. Because they didn't talk about this. They didn't talk about just the 2 people that's behind this building. It might be small, it might be isolated, but guess what? It's still a homeless encampment.
Yeah.
It's still a siting where our sisters and brothers have decided to reside. So those will be considered your pocket encampments, your smaller encampments. Then I learned about the vacant housing occupancy.
Yes.
I was like, it was too much. I was overwhelmed, but then I was like, I was in my arrogant, prideful way. Let me go see the mayor. You know? Then that was back then. It was Stephanie Rollins Blake. I never forget it.
Oh God.
But let me tell you something, and I gotta make this. I'm gonna make this disclosure here and now. Stephanie Rollins Blake was the one mayor out of my 4 experiences. I don't know when Schaefer was around. I didn't care. Again, I was in Joppatown doing my thing. Some of us got to realize we don't care about people when we doing our own thing sometimes. So I didn't worry about all of that. But my first encounter was Stephanie Rollins Blake. And then it was Jack Young. And then it was Pugh. And now Brandon. Now, when I encountered Stephanie Rollins Blake, and I must say, she was the only mayor that allowed another housing provider to work with us.
Right.
She allowed another. They felt like, because I was new on the scene. Remember, I'm from somewhere else now. I was born and raised in Baltimore City, but I'm living my best life somewhere else. So she was the only mayor that allowed us to operate. And she didn't give us no money. She didn't give us no money.
But she gave some time.
But she gave the organization. She gave the organizations that we partnered with. She gave them money for us to do a pilot. And that pilot was to engage street homeless people. It was to go on the streets and bring them in. I don't care if she allowed us to do this, and she did it through another program. Now the other program didn't end up to be on the same. They wasn't on the same page with us, because I was like, oh yeah, let's just go get them out the street. I'm pulling them out the bushes.
Okay,
come on, let's go.
Okay,
come
Moses.
on. Now this service provider was like, wait a minute, Hold on. They smoking in the house. Oh, they don't like to take baths. They became like very judgmental of the population that I was pulling out. But they the ones on the streets.
Yes.
They the ones that needed the pilot. They the ones with the chronic behaviors.
Yes.
So the provider that Rollins Blake allowed us to use got a little greedy. Got a little greedy, start
That's
doing
what
little
it
trickery
sounds like.
stuff, and here me go now, because I'm just the vessel helping him on the pilot, but I ain't controlling the money.
Okay,
Right.
yeah. So you want to see?
I'm on the scene.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere. You got a house, I'm putting them in the house. And then eventually, it got my butt through in the paper. People was like, oh, she owned this house. I didn't own nothing. My house.
You see how they do you?
But it was, let me tell you what that lesson taught me. It taught me guilty by association.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got to watch who we partner with.
Yeah.
We got to watch
Somebody
who we
else doing
connect
the dirt.
ourselves with.
Yeah.
Because this organization ended up, instead of using the money for our pilot now, our
Right.
pilot,
Right.
Stephanie Rollins Blake gave them the money for our pilot. They wanted to use the money. That's when I learned about reallocating. See, when people come out and say, oh, we got $1 million for this and we're going to do this, and then they feel like, well, let's reallocate some of that. Bump that press we had. Bump that public announcement that we had. We're going to reallocate this money somewhere else.
Oh,
See? That's when I learned about reallocating. Because I was like, wait a minute. I remember it was the Christmas holiday. And I was like, wait a minute. We supposed to be meeting the needs of the ones we brought in off the streets. But remember, they started having a problem about the chronically ones I was bringing off the streets. That's when people out here be like, the Flowers got some rough people. The Flowers deal with the rough of the rough. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I was bringing them out of the bushes. I was bringing them off the corners, the crack house, the drug house, whatever house they was in. Come and get some help,
That's it.
right? Non-discriminating. But then you got a lot of service providers out here. They get judgmental and start to pick and choose the population that they want to help. How you gonna pick and choose if you the behavioral specialist? Did you go to college for behavioral specialist? So if I come up here and act like I got behavior, help me.
That's it.
Don't put me out.
That's
Help
your
me.
specialty.
That's your specialty.
specialty.
There you go, your specialty.
Unless you went there for the wrong reason.
People walking around with these special titles, but all it takes is that behavior one to come in your face, give you the middle finger, tell you whatever, or want to do something in your face. You done lost all your professionalism.
Yep.
You out there howling, screaming, and fussing like you bipolar schizoaffective. You need a medic. You need a pill
So
for
the
the day.
specialist need a specialist.
Specialists need a specialist. So we just constantly going to have conversations because our people need to be informed.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
to be educated and made
Exactly.
knowledgeable of the core of our homeless problem, the core of the lack of accountability, the core of things that are going on in Baltimore City past that press release.
Yeah.
They can put out a press release and say, oh, we house 1,800 people. Well, let me tell you when somebody say that, what we should be thinking about. We have been bombarded by immigrants. We have been bombarded by other culture, ethnic groups in this city. CASA is busy. CASA is busy.
Yeah.
You know who CASA is?
Oh yes.
CASA is the ones that's
Lafayette Street.
they advocate for the immigrants. They advocate for those other ethnic culture groups that come into our city. So you're going to see CASA everywhere. Didn't you see the interview the other night with CASA?
Yeah.
CASA is advocating for the families that were killed during the bridge. CASA is the one that's now advocating for that family. CASA is a city-funded organization. But CASA will get the resources, CASA will get the housing, CASA will get what they need for the other ethnic culture groups. Hello, somebody.
Hello.
Hello, somebody.
Hello.
Hello, somebody.
Hello.
CASA gonna get paid because CASA is out here making sure that 1,800 immigrants get housed. So when you see people publicly talking about, oh, we house this, we house that, I'm gonna start asking for their DNA card. Won't
Yeah.
we be Pacific?
Woo!
Why they don't be Pacific? We housed
I have
We
my
housed
DNA card.
1,000. We see they ain't gonna come on TV and brag about that. We housed 1,000 immigrants in Baltimore City apartment buildings up and down Hartford Road. Because then the people might wake up. Well, wow, if y'all house 1,000 immigrants, what about the ones that's living here?
Yes.
What about the one that's on the street I see every day? Then y'all gonna start waking up
Yeah.
and start questioning some of these people out here that say they represent us. They want to
they're
say they representing us, our well-being, our generation and legacies, but yet we the one knowing the mismanagement, the misappropriation. You know, the biggest story I heard, the $10 million misappropriated. And I'm in my mind like, wow, if we done misappropriated $10 million in homeless services, how do we manage to house over 1,000? Oh, that's right. Okay, start thinking, people. We got to start thinking out of the box with these situations. And the more we start doing that, the more we can work with so many entities and doing the work that God has decided us to do. Like this morning out here, I'm so glad to talk to you ladies. I know it's going to be a good thing
Yes.
because it's just about showing up. And this corner today, I don't know what other day y'all have scheduled with us. We're going to another corner.
Yeah.
Because it's really about showing up, putting an opportunity out here for people to know that somebody got their hand on the pulse. Somebody,
Yes.
I ain't got to run for mayor. People be like, run for mayor. No, I'm running for Jesus.
Yes.
I'm running every day for Jesus. Let me run for him. Let me try to consume him. Let me swallow him up. I don't know what I got to do, but I can't ever be that person that walk without.
Not again.
So when I showed up on that encampment, how I started is not the way God gonna see my finish. You know, I started and I had to start learning the hard way. I started bumping my head a lot because I was feeling like, wait a minute, where's the money at for homeless people? Wait a minute, where's the resources for homeless people? So then I said, well, let me go do some homework. You know, I started attending community meetings at United Way. I started attending community meetings at the Catholic Charities because I thought these was the organizations that took care of homeless.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that, you know, Catholic Charity, United Way, they the ones that do the work, right? They the ones that get all the money. But I learned the hard way that's not the case. You know, just because a person, you know, get the money and y'all pour donations out to that entity, y'all gotta remember the story about, you remember the story about Red Cross when they really broke it down, when people donate to Red Cross, when people in crisis or families in crisis.
So we're doing a hurricane?
Yeah, they was talking about they donated all this money to Red Cross and somebody was breaking down how much gotta go for the overhead. How many salaries get paid?
Yeah.
How many vehicles, how many materialistic things get taken care of out of these millions of money?
In other words, they're pocketing it.
They don't always got pocket. I think some people be crafty. I think they figure out a way to spend
difference.
it. Yeah, I be trying not to use the word stealing. That might get us in trouble.
Oh yeah, we don't want
We want to say mismanagement and mismanagement.
That's an educational word.
Mismanagement, misappropriation.
Yeah.
I learned to use the words instead of pocketing and stealing. Because look,
we wanted to tell you this real quick. I don't know if you already know, but me and Barbie used to be teachers.
Wow.
But we know that the funds in the classroom, a lot of times we went out of our pocket.
Misappropriation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because of them.
Yeah.
Out of pocket teachers.
Yeah.
That's another whole conversation.
Yeah.
That's up the street. At
Yeah, we have a lot of stories.
We might need to go sit up there one morning too. See, no, let me tell y'all what we gonna do with our book breakers.
Oh my God.
Because we got so many community leaders. Y'all want to take a page out of this book? Y'all can, okay?
Do so.
Take a page out of the book. We have advocates in the city that talks about misappropriation in the schools every day. maybe they should come and get an interview by the book.
Oh yes, come on
Yeah,
down.
we
What y'all
would love
What
to.
y'all think?
We'd love
Y'all
to.
love
Love
to?
to.
Now, I'm going to find a
We're gonna
group
get
of them.
down to the
Hold
nitty
on.
gritty.
I'm gonna reach out.
I need a
So,
refund.
I'm going to reach out to some of these community leaders out here that like to talk about not only the Baltimore City Public Schools,
Yes,
but y'all can also talk about the crime and homicide.
yes.
Y'all can also talk about all of these issues with the new amazing book breaking women. Because Baltimore City, we need these women. We need the voices out here so that
Thank
people
you,
like
Jesus.
you, I don't care if it's two or more,
Yeah.
so y'all
Thank
can
you,
hear the
God.
real story.
Yes.
So I'm going to reach out. I know some of them. I can think of Courtney Witherspoon.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure he would love to come and sit with y'all in front of the School Board of Education and talk about it. I think of people, Bill Goodies, he's on the firearm. Like he talks about, he talks about, you see, that's what y'all gotta learn.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you I'm working
Yeah.
You think about people like Bill Gooding. Bill Gooding talks about, the guns, how guns coming in here illegally, how guns are coming in here through other channels. But you let people like that talk about that
Yes.
Yeah.
because they're the
Why are
ones.
they in school
They're the
now?
ones that did their homework. They the ones that were subjected to the criticism, to the doubt.
Yeah.
But they are the ones that are the true foot soldiers of Baltimore City.
All right.
And their stories need to go out. So if you're on here
We
watching,
ready?
I need y'all to make sure. Hey, Jennifer, good morning.
Morning.
Y'all see where we at? There go Twinkie over there.
Twinkie.
Twinkie right there, and Barbara. We out here on the corner of North Avenue, girl, putting the word out. We out here promoting, advertising
That's what we're
our
doing.
homeless
That's what we're
community
doing.
in Baltimore City and how we gonna get with them. But when we think about the expansion, how you doing, brother?
All right.
When we thinking about the expansion, we want to think about these women able to interview other community leaders. What y'all think
Absolutely.
about that? Come
Yeah.
on, come on, y'all got hand
Put
clap
it in
that.
the chat.
Come on, y'all. Y'all got to help people.
Put it in the
Yeah.
chat.
Help me, help you, help us. That's my motto.
right.
I don't care
Thumbs
word of
up.
mouth. We might not have all the grant money.
Yeah.
We might not have what it need, but you got a day-to-day support for these ladies to be our news on the streets, because we got people out here that's all over the place.
Advocates
Right?
for change.
Advocates for change. Everything that need to be talked about, I got them 2 chairs. We gonna set the studio up. Y'all see that studio chairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Studio
Yeah,
chair.
they got
Right outside.
and they got a studio
And
table
we got 2 microphones at home.
and they got microphones. So we gotta kind of help our community initiatives.
Yes.
And I'm saying this, is this what y'all set up every day? This is your setup page right here. And my message to your regular page, don't just watch God work. Don't watch the good work of these women and don't sow seed into them. Don't support them. Matter of fact, what's y'all Cash App? Y'all need to pin y'all Cash App on here so people can support y'all today. What is it? $ what? Hello? This is when we get quiet. See this? Y'all see this? Y'all see this?
$sign.
No. But y'all see what's normal?
Yeah.
We just out here for the heart. They just want to get it done, right?
Yeah.
But I'm the one to know. I can't get it done without people's support. I can't
yeah.
feed under the bridges. I can't take people
Yeah.
clothes, water, ice. I can't do it without y'all. So I want y'all starting today. And I'm saying this to y'all circle. Whoever on here, this is your page.
Tisha, you put it up there.
Start sowing a seed. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $10. Start sowing a seed into the infrastructure and the grassroots work in this city. Let me be the one to say it. You don't like me saying it. They don't want to say that Cash App. They just want to be humble. I need to know the Cash App. It's $ what? $. Look at these. Look at these.
$sign.
What is wrong with them?
$.
Shut the camera down.
It's $. BE. Van BE.
You need to put it on here and pin it on. $.
Yeah, I put it
What
on
is
here.
it? You put it on there. They gonna know where to go find it.
Yeah, my picture come up.
The picture come up. Find these ladies' Cash App, y'all. I'm tired of us as community leaders don't want to sow seed in the people. I'm tired of seeing people trying to build their platform off of the hardship of other people. They really like to go in their pocket but don't want to support, right?
Yeah.
Go in your pocket, find these ladies $1 or $2, give these ladies some support. Y'all probably watch them a lot.
Thank you. Yes.
Y'all see them. If y'all had the red carpet for them, Cadio, everybody, you need to sow seed into these women. Because I sit here today, and when people say, how you going to fill the war memorial? I'm going to thank God for the relationships over this 13 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to thank God for the seed sowers that sold into us to make sure we were able to live under a bridge for 8 months. Shout out to Liam. Liam came and built me a she shed.
All right,
come on
now.
Shout out to the oodles and noodles cases.
Yes.
And blankets. We got to start giving each other our flowers while we are here. And I want you guys to take this experience from the day. Y'all see where we at? We on the corner of Charles and North Avenue. I'm the homeless advocate. So I'm passionate about it. So guess what? I believe in investing in those who believe in what we do. So if you sitting on this page, and this is a part they ain't know about, I'm talking it on that page. If they want to shut me off, they know a button. Where your button at?
You're not shutting that off.
I ain't shutting them off. Real talk, guys. This is real talk today. Sow seed into these ladies. You got Fox 45, WJZ, Channel 2, Worldwide, National, whatever you want. They travel too.
Yeah.
They travel out of Baltimore City
Yes, we do.
to bring you entertainment. But I notice some of us like the entertainment that's not good. See, they ain't even know this, but I need y'all to know how important it is not to just watch people, not to just follow people. But when you see grassroots coming up like this, y'all got to go the extra mile and support these ladies. Support what they're doing. Support when they show up at your event. Support them when they come out and support what you're doing. Yeah, up on the corner of North and Charles, North Avenue. And I'm taking them to some more corners because we're going in the corners where people need to see us. We're going in the trenches, okay? Sometimes you got to just show up. Show up. So the Cash App is $.
Van
Give me one letter at a time.
V as in Victoria.
$. Is somebody watching? Put it up there, please. Sister Jalissa, y'all can put it on my page. $, V, E,
N,
1,
T,
T,
I,
I,
S,
H,
A, 1.
1.
Okay, so what's this?
I just need to know somebody, you got that. $. We can say it again.
Right.
We're going to say it again because they don't say it enough. Tell me, now what is it, Bobby? $,
V,
V,
E,
E,
N, 1,
T,
T,
I,
S,
S,
H,
H,
A,
And 1.
and 1.
and 1. Okay? Help me, help you, help us. I need these sisters Cash App to go off. I need y'all to sow $1, a seed, $5 so they can get some breakfast at McDonald's. It's right across the street. Right? Whatever y'all want to do, show these babies some love, okay? That's what we got to start doing, holding each other accountable.
Yes.
You're going to go out today and get a chicken box. You're going to go out today and buy something
Yes, you
supporting
Yes,
somebody else,
Yeah.
whether the Koreans, whether the white folks. You're going to be supporting somebody today. Make sure y'all support these sisters, okay? Because we all coming together for October the 18th.
Yeah.
It's all about unity, right? And unity is going to break all the feelings and it's going to expose all the division in this city.
Yeah.
Because if you worrying about the person, if you're worrying about Miss Flowers talking, then you ain't worrying about the purpose. If you're worrying about them talking, then you're not worrying about the purpose.
Yeah.
And the purpose that they come to do is expose, bring highlight, encourage, uplift, and bring the real News on the corner
Yes.
of Charles and North Avenue. Okay? So y'all need to be sharing. That's something else we gotta start doing. You know, they don't want me on that page. 'Cause
We need to bring you on every
if y'all not sharing, just like I'm talking to my people, that's why I'm glad. If y'all not on here sharing and hitting the share button, y'all need to go to the less functional page. I got 4 pages, and one of them people get mad at me all the time. I don't remember the password. I don't know how to get in nowhere. Everybody got that. Everybody got that page where people will find them. You don't remember the password. You don't know how to get back in that page, but you will have people on that page trying to find you, fussing you out. I know you see my message. No, I don't, baby. I don't even see this page. But the one you are on, y'all need to learn to share. That's another thing about public broadcasts and podcasts that's kind of authentic. Don't go sharing everybody, Master. I know you don't want to. But y'all have to share authentic, original individuals like these amazing queens right here that's just out here this morning to let us do what we do. So we have an opportunity. We only hit to 10. I see Miss Frida on the line. We are actually you calling in the middle of our everything. Yeah, you all have been our interview, sister. Only because you there goes Sister Allie on the phone.
Come on, do some real
Come on, Sister Allie, yes. But I need you guys to really recognize it's 2 hours today. We were here from 8 to 10. We got another 20 minutes. We want to wrap this up. If there's any questions over here or anywhere, y'all can ask them. We're going to go wave signs for about 10 minutes and make sure people know that we was on the corner and do what we got to do. How you doing, Sister Allie?
I'm good. Quick question for you.
Awesome.
Do you have any of the, I just put out the flyers on my Facebook.
Yes. I have color copies in my truck. Let me know where I need to bring you some, or we need to get some more color copies so we can convert cameras in certain. So when we out here, we can give people flyers too.
Yes.
So I actually got to go. I got to go to Staples when I leave here because I need to get some more copies. You know, people like to have the paper in hand with presentation, and I get that.
And on the flyer, does it say where? I don't know if I saw that.
I think the link is on the flyer. And I think I also sent you I think it was a 1-pager. Did I send you that 1-pager? And I'll send you the one from this morning too that had the link on it. All right. I got your color copies. All right. Thank you, ma'am. So you gotta be all things to all, what the Bible say? Be all things to all folks. I got color copies. I already got what you was asking about. So we gotta be all things to all people. I don't want to shut the ladies show down. I'm gonna let them close out how they gonna close out their thing. You know, I think I said enough for today. Real talk, Baltimore, and we can go from here. I thank you guys. Always feel free to, you know, look up what we're doing. www.helpbaltimoreshomeless.org. That's Baltimore's with an S on it. Helpbaltimoreshomeless.org. Sign up for October the 18th. Don't let it be about the money. Some people that say, well, I got $25. Well, guess what? You got a seat there because it ain't all about the money. But don't be mad when I tell you to wash those cups out or go close the door or watch people coming in. Because I'm going to remember you the $25 ticket. You got to bring some service in. Because sometimes it ain't about the money. Our gifts and talents can service each other.
Yes.
You know, I told somebody today, they out here making their hustle. I said, I ain't got no money for you, but I got a willing, able body that can go help you cut yards and do what you need to do.
I tell Barbie that all the time when she do my hair.
Oh,
I mean, I ain't got no money, but I got some money.
Oh.
Yeah, she do my hair most of the time. I'm not the game now. I'm sorry.
You do hair, huh? What you do to hair? Braying. What's a gift you putting out there?
No, I ain't put none of
You
that
ain't
out
put
there.
that out there. They ain't even want to put their cash app out because I ain't messing with that. I'm just gonna say my closure. Our time is our time. We got 10 minutes, 15 minutes left out here to just share some love around this corner. And that's where we at, guys. So they gonna close out their show over here, you know, and keep doing what we doing. Amen.
Amen.
Amen, ladies. Y'all go for it. I hope I ain't disrupt too many folks, but let the church say amen. And
You want me to sing?
and you're welcome.
Do you want me to sing? Amen.
Don't do it. Yeah,
Everybody say
No.
amen. Let the people say
Y'all hear me?
amen. Let the people say
Amen.
amen. And see the little babies sitting on the corner. And it was early in the morning. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen choir.
Amen. That's where we at. You guys got anything? How y'all generally close this thing out? I don't know.
we just say, I'm Barbie Johnson.
Everybody.
They gonna say they ain't hear the whole thing because the ambulance is coming. It's the end. Rewinding for the best of it.
I'm Barbie Johnson.
No, you said we the book breakers first.
I just say that after.
I know. Okay, good. Now
See,
go ahead, Bob.
she don't remember. Here we go. One more time with the spiel. I'm Barbie Johnson.
And I am Tisha Winkler.
We're the book breakers on the corner of Charles and North Avenue with Miss Christine Flowers.
Yeah,
The homeless advocate specialist in Baltimore City.
real talk.
You want to know the formula? Outreach, engage, navigating and housing.
All
Let's
right.
eradicate street homelessness. Let's get our homeless sisters and brothers off the street and be the voice that they need to advocate for them.
Exactly.
Thank you guys for letting me bombard y'all show.
And what's our motto, Barbie?
Our motto is we encourage you to accomplish your dreams.
Keep dreaming.
Keep dreaming. Let me show you something else y'all have to learn. This is your page, right? Don't worry about, hold on. This is your page. If people don't want to be tagged, it's okay. Why are you worrying about tagging people? Make them come on and listen. Stop playing with people. I'm going to turn y'all up a notch.
Okay.
Where yours at?
I already turned it off.
Get people. Yes, I'm tagging a few folks. They're your friends. If they don't want to be tagged, create a page for them to go on. Y'all got to be about y'all work and get people. Yes, this is your time, and people has to listen. Willie Ray would love to listen. I see some folks, he probably listening right now. He just want to come. We got to go get him on the corner, right? He want to come on the corner right now. So I can go talk to him and get y'all some corner folks because I'm going to work on that. There you go. Invite about 30, 40 people. Yours too? Everybody.
Yeah.
Where the other one at? This one? Yeah, I'm teaching them today. We tagging everybody. If you don't want to be tagged on the Book Breakers Club, you might just miss the Book Breakers Club.
Barbie got to end the
How you do this one? In the screen, how do we tag? How do we do over here that?
Oh,
All right, hold on. Invite. You see this? This is your invite button. Okay, y'all's is different. Invite guests to your studio. Good morning.
Good
Y'all
morning.
gonna send me over here, right?
Yes, what you need, baby?
Don't want to miss the 51, but me and my fiance, right? We rent a basement apartment.
Yes.
They auctioned it off without us knowing.
Wow.
So now we got like limited time, and it's hard to find something before because a lot of people ain't couple friendly. If you understand what I mean.
Exactly. I
They want
understand.
$800 for one little tiny room that we gotta share with other maybe men, and I
No.
can't leave my fiance there. 'Cause